highlights a moment ago. But I have to tell you something. This is a case study in what leadership looks like. The senator and I have been running against each other now for almost 9 months, and this is the first time that he's publicly taken a statement in support of the Paul Ryan budget, because it is controversial, number one. But number two, why is it controversial? If you look back to 2010, the Republicans wouldn't embrace it until after there was a Republican majority. Even Newt Gingrich called it right-wing social engineering, because it deals with the entitlements, which are so dangerous and politically divisive. So I want you to consider, leadership isn't leading from the back, it's leading from the front. Thank you.
The next question goes to Senator Rousey. Are you in favor of the North Carolina gay marriage amendment, and explain?
Well, first, I want to address some fuzzy math by my opponent. I was in Washington for a total of 10 years, not 20 years. Secondly, I am strongly in favor and am a co-sponsor of the marriage amendment that's on the ballot. There's probably hardly anything that's more important to the future of civil society, the future for our children, than defining that marriage is between a man and a woman. I was very proud to help sponsor that bill and get it through the state Senate so that the voters will have the opportunity to make that decision, to cast their vote in favor of marriage being between a man and a woman this May. Thank you.
My apologies, Senator. I was counting some of the time of you lobbying from Raleigh to work on federal issues and federal cases. I did get a little bit confused there. Forgive me.
The math still doesn't add up.
But the dollars do. But the bottom line, Senator, is that I support the marriage amendment for a couple of reasons. First, I've tried to walk my walk, and I live it. And I enjoy very much what marriage means in our society, and I enjoy very much that it is a union that is biblically defined, biologically defined, and is in fact the cornerstone for our civil society today. One of the things, as we were going through the list of things that we were proud to have been a part of in our community recently, is that I have been working very hard to champion the marriage amendment at every political stop, at every diner, at every location where I talk to some folks about what's important. I remind them that this May 8th, there is an amendment to our North Carolina state constitution which will define marriages between a man and a woman. And the reason this is important, and I'm accelerating because I'm running out of time, the reason this is important is if we don't pass it, and marriage is not part of our constitution, it can be overturned in a couple of years like was done in California. And then, if a pastor chooses not to perform a ceremony, the government can reach in and seize the assets of the church. It is a critical issue, and I would ask you all support it. Thank you.
I'm going to try to express myself the best I can on this. I am definitely in favor of it. I kind of compare it to the South and the North, and this is a Southern issue, and the North would be the one that's against it. I'm a Southerner, so I would fight for it just as hard as maybe I would in the Civil War. So I'm in favor of it. The only thing that I have a problem with is I don't like these divisive issues that pit American against American. And I think Obama picks these things, and this media picks these things to fight, to get Americans fighting against each other, and I have that problem. But I have researched it a little bit, and so I'm definitely on the side of it for all the reasons that others have spoken here. Thank you very much.